Did you know that it is profoundly possible not just to ease bothersome symptoms, but to actively control the growth and health of the prostate gland using entirely natural methods harnessed from the world around us? Nature, in its boundless wisdom and generosity, offers humanity a remarkably potent and diverse arsenal of therapeutic resources, extending far beyond conventional pharmaceuticals. Among this vast pharmacopoeia, medicinal plants and incredibly delicious, readily available fruits stand out as particularly powerful and accessible allies specifically targeted towards nurturing and safeguarding prostate health throughout a man's life. For countless individuals understandably wary of the potential side effects or invasive nature of some medical interventions, or simply seeking a more holistic path to wellness, these natural alternatives represent a profoundly practical, empowering, and often gentler solution. They offer tangible hope for those actively seeking relief from discomfort and a greater sense of control over the physiological changes that can occur with aging. With invaluable insights and guidance drawn from the expertise of the renowned Dr. Barbara Oneill, whose work bridges clinical understanding with natural wellness, today we will embark on a detailed exploration of 5 truly incredible, scientifically backed fruits. These aren't obscure or difficult to find items. They are common, delectable additions to any diet that, beyond their delightful taste, possess a fascinating array of bioactive compounds and properties demonstrably linked to promoting prostate well-being, reducing inflammation, protecting cellular integrity, and potentially slowing unwanted growth. Remarkably, among this esteemed group of 5, there exists one particular fruit that stands out for its exceptionally unique, potent, and surprisingly comprehensive benefits, specifically targeting prostate pathways. Its inclusion in your routine could be a transformative step, making it incredibly worthwhile to learn about and consciously integrate into your dietary habits. However, before we unveil this nutritional powerhouse and its companions, it's absolutely essential to build a solid foundation by understanding the fundamental role and common challenges associated with this small yet critically important gland in the male body. The prostate, fundamentally, is a small, walnut-sized exocrine gland situated strategically just below the bladder, encircling the urethra, the tube responsible for carrying urine from the bladder out through the penis. Its primary biological function is absolutely crucial to male fertility. It produces a significant portion of the seminal fluid, a milky alkaline substance rich in enzymes, citric acid, zinc, and prostate-specific antigen, PSA. This fluid nourishes, protects, and facilitates the transport of sperm cells produced by the testicles, mixing with sperm and fluid from the seminal vesicles during ejaculation to form semen. Essentially, it provides the vital medium in which sperm can survive their journey and successfully fertilize an egg. However, as men navigate the journey of life, particularly entering their 40s, 50s, and beyond, it becomes exceedingly common for this gland to undergo a process of enlargement. This condition, medically termed benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, is characterized by a non-cancerous increase in the number of cells within the prostate gland, causing it to expand gradually. This growth isn't random. It's primarily driven by hormonal shifts associated with aging, notably changes in the ratio of testosterone to estrogen and the accumulation of dihydrotestosterone, a potent metabolite of testosterone within prostate tissue. While BPH itself is benign, meaning it is not cancer, its physical expansion within the confined space of the pelvis can exert significant pressure on the urethra, acting like a clamp on a garden hose. This compression directly interferes with the normal flow of urine, leading to a constellation of frustrating and often disruptive lower urinary tract symptoms, or LUTS. These symptoms can profoundly impact daily life and include a frequent and often urgent need to urinate, especially noticeable during the night, a condition called nocturia, difficulty initiating urination, hesitancy, a weak or interrupted urinary stream, a persistent sensation that the bladder hasn't been fully emptied even after urination, incomplete emptying, and sometimes painful urination or even dribbling of urine post-void. This enlargement of the prostate is widely considered a virtually inevitable part of the aging process for most men, influenced by genetics, lifestyle, and hormonal milieu. While not always problematic, for a substantial proportion of men, BPH transitions from a silent anatomical change into a significant quality of life concern later in life. The persistent disruption of sleep due to nocturia, the anxiety of urgently needing a bathroom, the physical discomfort, and the potential for social embarrassment can take a considerable toll. Crucially, when BPH is not proactively managed or appropriately treated, it can pave the way for more serious complications. One such complication is prostatitis, a painful inflammatory condition affecting the prostate gland. Prostatitis can be acute or chronic, and is sometimes, though not always, linked to bacterial infections. Its symptoms often overlap with BPH, but can include pelvic pain, fever, chills in bacterial cases, and painful ejaculation. Furthermore, the chronic obstruction caused by significant BPH can lead to urinary retention, an inability to empty the bladder, bladder stones, recurrent urinary tract infections or UTIs, and even long-term damage to the bladder muscles and kidneys. The persistent dribbling after urination and the relentless cycle of nighttime awakenings become more than mere annoyances. They signify underlying dysfunction that warrants attention. This underscores the paramount importance of exploring preventative and therapeutic strategies early on. Proactively learning about and implementing natural options offers a valuable avenue to help mitigate the progression of BPH, alleviate existing symptoms, reduce inflammation, and support the overall structural and functional health of the prostate gland, thereby contributing significantly to sustained well-being and comfort as men age.
Simultaneously, while focusing on the common challenge of BPH, we must also acknowledge another critical aspect of prostate health: prostate cancer. This is a formidable health concern, representing one of the most prevalent cancers among men globally. According to sobering statistics compiled by the American Cancer Society, the lifetime risk is stark. Approximately 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during their lifetime. Projections for the United States alone indicate that about 299,000 new cases of this disease were expected to be diagnosed in the year 2024. These are not just abstract numbers. They translate to hundreds of thousands of individuals and families facing a challenging diagnosis each year. These figures powerfully highlight the urgent and ongoing need to bring significantly more awareness, education, and open dialogue to the topic of prostate health. They underscore the critical importance of seeking out and adopting effective preventative strategies that can potentially reduce individual risk. While prostate cancer screening, like PSA tests and digital rectal exams, remains vital for early detection in consultation with a healthcare provider, the empowering news lies in the substantial impact of modifiable lifestyle factors. A growing body of robust scientific evidence strongly suggests that adopting and maintaining healthy lifestyle habits can exert a profound influence on prostate cancer risk, progression, and overall outcomes. This includes, but is certainly not limited to, maintaining a healthy body weight through balanced nutrition, engaging in regular, sustained physical exercise, effectively managing stress, ensuring adequate sleep, and crucially, making informed dietary choices rich in protective compounds. The exciting implication is that men are not passive bystanders to their prostate health destiny. They possess considerable agency through daily choices. How about taking a deeper dive into this empowering perspective and discovering precisely how relatively simple, consistent changes integrated into daily routines can make a monumental difference in safeguarding this vital gland over the long term? Let's systematically explore the potent natural pathways to nurture prostate health, beginning with a detailed look at 5 specific, powerful fruits whose unique biochemical profiles make them exceptional candidates for preventing complications and promoting optimal gland function. As a valuable bonus, woven into this exploration, I'll also share some fundamental yet highly effective practical tips designed to help you seamlessly integrate these principles and actively avoid future problems. Are you ready to embark on this journey towards empowered prostate wellness? Fantastic. Let's begin the countdown to unveiling these 5 incredible prostate-supportive fruits. Kicking off our list at number 5 is the quintessential summer delight, watermelon. Universally beloved, this fruit is synonymous with hydration and refreshment, especially during sweltering hot days. Prized for its exceptionally sweet, juicy, and thirst-quenching flesh, watermelon transcends mere culinary pleasure. It harbors a potent secret weapon for prostate health, an exceptionally high concentration of lycopene. Lycopene is a remarkably powerful carotenoid antioxidant responsible for imparting the vibrant red, pink, and sometimes yellow hues not only to watermelon but also to tomatoes, guava, and pink grapefruit. Its significance lies in its profound biological activity. Within the body, lycopene functions as a master scavenger of free radicals, highly reactive, unstable molecules generated through normal metabolism, environmental toxins like pollution and cigarette smoke, and ultraviolet radiation. If left unchecked, these free radicals wreak havoc by causing oxidative stress, damaging cellular structures including DNA, proteins, and lipids. This oxidative damage is a fundamental driver of chronic inflammation and cellular mutations, processes intricately linked to the development and progression of numerous chronic diseases, including various cancers. By neutralizing these damaging free radicals, lycopene acts as a vital cellular guardian, protecting the delicate DNA and other components of prostate cells from harm. This protective role forms the bedrock of lycopene's association with a potentially reduced risk of developing prostate cancer. Numerous epidemiological studies tracking the dietary habits and health outcomes of large populations over time have consistently observed that men who consume higher amounts of lycopene-rich foods tend to have a lower incidence of prostate cancer compared to those with lower intakes. For instance, a pivotal study published in the prestigious journal Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers, and Prevention provided compelling evidence revealing that men who regularly included significant dietary sources of lycopene, such as watermelon and cooked tomatoes, where lycopene bioavailability is enhanced, exhibited a statistically significant reduction in their risk of developing prostate cancer compared to their counterparts with lower lycopene intake. This positions lycopene, abundantly supplied by watermelon, as a formidable natural barrier, bolstering the prostate's defenses against malignant transformation.
But the prostate-supportive benefits of watermelon extend impressively beyond its stellar lycopene content. Its very composition makes it uniquely beneficial. Comprising over 90% water, watermelon is an exceptional hydrator. Optimal hydration is paramount for overall health and specifically for urinary tract function. Adequate fluid intake helps ensure regular flushing of the urinary system, diluting urine and potentially reducing the concentration of irritants that could affect the prostate and bladder lining. Furthermore, this high water content, coupled with a moderate amount of dietary fiber, contributes significantly to feelings of fullness and satiety after consumption. This promotes healthy weight management by helping to curb excessive calorie intake from other, potentially less nutritious sources. Maintaining a healthy weight is intrinsically linked to prostate health, as obesity is an established risk factor for both BPH progression and more aggressive forms of prostate cancer. Excess body fat, particularly visceral fat, promotes a state of chronic low-grade inflammation and alters hormone levels like increasing estrogen and insulin, creating an environment conducive to prostate issues. Therefore, watermelon's role in supporting hydration and healthy weight indirectly yet powerfully benefits the prostate and the entire urinary system. The next time you savor a cool, juicy slice of watermelon on a warm day, appreciate that it's performing a multifaceted service, quenching your thirst, satisfying your palate, aiding weight management, and actively contributing to the protection and well-being of your prostate gland. Its impact is far greater than simple refreshment. Delving even deeper into watermelon's biochemical profile reveals another layer of prostate support. Beyond lycopene, watermelon is a uniquely rich natural source of an amino acid called citrulline. When consumed, the body efficiently converts citrulline into another amino acid, arginine. Arginine plays a pivotal role in the body's production of nitric oxide, or NO. Nitric oxide is a crucial signaling molecule with widespread effects, most famously its ability to relax and dilate blood vessels. This vasodilation improves overall blood circulation throughout the body. Why is this relevant to the prostate? Optimal blood flow is absolutely essential for delivering vital oxygen and nutrients to all tissues, including the prostate gland, and for efficiently removing metabolic waste products and carbon dioxide. Good circulation supports the health and function of the gland itself and the surrounding pelvic tissues. Furthermore, nitric oxide's anti-inflammatory properties and its role in supporting immune function may also indirectly benefit prostate health by creating a less hospitable environment for inflammation-driven enlargement or pathological changes. By incorporating watermelon into your diet regularly, you're not only directly nourishing the prostate with lycopene and hydration, but also supporting the cardiovascular system and promoting healthy circulation, a holistic approach that underpins overall well-being, including that of the prostate. Have these insights transformed your view of this common fruit? Are you already a dedicated watermelon enthusiast, or feeling inspired to become one? Consider sharing your favorite ways to enjoy watermelon in the comments below. Perhaps a simple chilled wedge, a refreshing agua fresca, or blended into a hydrating smoothie. If you found this detailed exploration of watermelon's benefits valuable so far, I genuinely appreciate hearing your perspective. How would you rate the depth and usefulness of this information on a scale from 1 to 10? Your feedback in the comments section is invaluable. It helps us understand what resonates most and guides us in creating future content that is truly useful, relevant, and empowering. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's the best way to ensure you receive all our upcoming updates, including the reveal of the remaining 4 powerful prostate-supporting fruits and the deep dive into that #1 standout. Thank you so much for investing your time in learning about natural prostate health. Your commitment to your well-being is commendable. Stay tuned as we continue our exploration. Moving forward to number 4 on our list, we encounter the vibrant and versatile tomato, particularly in its cooked or processed forms like tomato sauce, paste, or juice. While botanically a fruit, tomatoes are culinary staples, often treated as vegetables. Their significance for prostate health is also anchored in lycopene, just like watermelon, but with a crucial twist. The processing or cooking of tomatoes significantly enhances the bioavailability of lycopene. The tough cell walls of raw tomatoes trap lycopene, making it harder for our bodies to absorb. Cooking, especially with a small amount of healthy fat, like olive oil, breaks down these cell walls and transforms lycopene into a form that is much more readily absorbed into the bloodstream. Therefore, a serving of tomato sauce or paste delivers a far more potent dose of bioavailable lycopene than the same quantity of raw tomatoes. This concentrated lycopene offers the same powerful antioxidant and potential cancer benefits discussed with watermelon. However, tomatoes bring more to the table. They're also rich in vitamin C, another potent antioxidant that supports immune function and combats oxidative stress, potassium, which is essential for fluid balance and nerve function, and vitamin K1, important for blood clotting and bone health. Furthermore, emerging research suggests other compounds in tomatoes, such as specific flavonoids, may also contribute independently to prostate health through anti-inflammatory pathways. Regularly incorporating cooked tomato products into your diet, think rich pasta sauces, hearty soups or stews, or even a glass of low-sodium tomato juice, is a delicious and highly effective strategy for boosting your lycopene intake and supporting your prostate. Claiming the 3rd spot is the jewel-like pomegranate, a fruit steeped in history and symbolism, now validated by modern science for its exceptional health properties, particularly concerning the prostate. Pomegranates are nutritional powerhouses, bursting with unique compounds that act synergistically. They are exceptionally rich in punicolagens and punicolins, potent antioxidants found predominantly in the peel and pith, which are concentrated in high-quality juice, known for their anti-inflammatory effects far exceeding those of green tea or red wine. Pomegranates also delivers significant amounts of ellagic acid, a polyphenol with recognized anti-cancer properties, and anthocyanins, the pigments giving the areoles, or seeds, their deep red color, which also possess strong antioxidant capabilities. This formidable combination translates into significant biological activity relevant to prostate health. Multiple studies, including clinical trials, have investigated pomegranate juice or extract supplementation in men with prostate cancer, particularly those with rising PSA levels after initial treatment, a condition known as biochemical recurrence. The results have been promising, indicating that pomegranate can significantly slow the rise in PSA doubling time, suggesting a potential inhibitory effect on cancer cell proliferation. While more extensive research is ongoing, the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant actions of pomegranate compounds are also highly relevant for managing BPH symptoms and reducing general prostate inflammation, prostatitis. The mechanisms appear to involve suppressing inflammatory signaling pathways like NF-κB and inducing apoptosis, programmed cell death, in abnormal cells. Enjoying a glass of pure unsweetened pomegranate juice, aim for about 8 ounces daily, or adding the fresh areoles to salads, yogurt, or oatmeal provides a concentrated dose of these remarkable prostate protective compounds. Securing the second position are berries, encompassing a diverse family including strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and cranberries. While each has unique attributes, they share a common strength, exceptionally high levels of vitamin C and a vast array of polyphenols, particularly flavonoids like anthocyanins in blueberries, blackberries, ellagitannins in raspberries and strawberries, and proanthocyanins, notably in cranberries. These compounds are renowned for their extraordinary antioxidant capacity, effectively neutralizing free radicals and reducing oxidative stress throughout the body, including within prostate tissue. Chronic inflammation is increasingly recognized as a key driver in the development and progression of both BPH and prostate cancer. The potent anti-inflammatory properties of berry polyphenols help to dampen this harmful inflammatory cascade. Specific studies have linked regular berry consumption to a reduced risk of prostate cancer. For example, ellagic acid, abundant in raspberries and strawberries, has demonstrated the ability to inhibit tumor growth and promote cancer cell death in laboratory models of prostate cancer. Cranberries, famous for urinary tract health due to their proanthocyanins that prevent bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall, also offer indirect benefits for the prostate. By helping to prevent UTIs, they reduce a potential source of irritation and inflammation that could affect the nearby prostate gland. Furthermore, the high fiber content in berries supports healthy digestion and weight management, both positive factors for overall and prostate health. Incorporating a variety of berries, fresh or frozen, into smoothies, cereals, salads, or simply enjoying them as snacks is a delicious and powerful way to harness their broad-spectrum protective effects daily. Finally, the fruit that stands out as number one for its uniquely potent and multifaceted benefits for prostate health is the Brazil nut. While technically a seed, it functions nutritionally as a nut and is celebrated for one extraordinary mineral, selenium. Brazil nuts are the most concentrated dietary source of selenium on the planet. Just 1 or 2 nuts can provide well over 100% of the daily recommended intake. Selenium is an absolutely essential trace mineral that acts as a critical cofactor for glutathione peroxidase, one of the body's most potent endogenous antioxidant enzymes. This enzyme system is fundamental for protecting cells, including those in the prostate, from oxidative damage caused by free radicals. The significance of selenium for prostate health is strongly supported by substantial research. The landmark Nutritional Prevention of Cancer, NPC, trial found that men who received selenium supplementation in the form of selenium-enriched yeast
had a dramatically lower incidence, up to 63% reduction, and mortality rate from prostate cancer compared to the placebo group. Subsequent studies, including the SELECT trial, which used a different form, selenomethionine, and included vitamin E, yielded more complex results, but extensive analysis suggests that optimal selenium status, particularly from dietary sources rather than high-dose supplements in selenium-replete populations, is strongly associated with a reduced risk of prostate cancer. Selenium plays roles beyond antioxidant defense. It supports DNA repair mechanisms, modulates immune responses, and influences cell growth and apoptosis, all pathways crucial for preventing cancerous transformations. Furthermore, adequate selenium levels have also been linked to a lower risk of BPH. However, the critical point with Brazil nuts is moderation due to their extraordinarily high selenium content. Consuming just 1 to 2 nuts per day, a few times per week, is sufficient to achieve optimal selenium levels and reap the prostate protective benefits without risk of toxicity, selenosis, which can occur with excessive intake. This makes the Brazil nut an incredibly efficient, natural, and targeted delivery system for this vital prostate protective mineral, truly earning its place as the standout #1 fruit, or seed, for prostate health. Beyond incorporating these 5 powerful fruits and nuts into your diet, several fundamental lifestyle pillars synergistically support prostate health. Regular physical exercise is non-negotiable. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity, like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity per week, coupled with strength training exercises twice weekly. Exercise helps regulate hormones, reducing insulin and estrogen levels linked to BPH and cancer, combat inflammation, manage weight, improve circulation, and boost immune function, all directly benefiting the prostate. Maintaining a healthy weight is paramount, as excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, promotes inflammation and hormonal imbalances detrimental to prostate tissue. Focus on a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, while limiting processed foods, red meat, sugary drinks, and excessive saturated fats. Prioritizing sleep, 7 to 9 hours per night, is crucial, as chronic sleep deprivation disrupts hormone regulation, including melatonin, which may have anti-cancer properties, and increases inflammation. Effective stress management is also key, as chronic stress elevates cortisol and other hormones that can negatively impact immune function and inflammation. Techniques like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or spending time in nature can be powerful tools. Staying optimally hydrated with water throughout the day supports kidney and bladder function, helping to flush toxins. However, moderate fluid intake in the evening can help to reduce nocturia. Finally, be mindful of bladder irritants like excessive caffeine and alcohol, which can exacerbate urinary symptoms associated with BPH. By combining the targeted nutritional power of these incredible fruits with these foundational healthy lifestyle practices, you create a comprehensive, proactive strategy for nurturing your prostate, alleviating symptoms, reducing risk factors, and promoting lifelong vitality. This holistic approach empowers you to take significant control of your prostate health naturally.